This is the first time I think I've done this for you. But I'd like to read for you an article on the front page of the Panagraph from Bloomington, Illinois. Thursday, February 10th, 2011. Interesting article. Doctors see increase in Twin City flu cases. Bloomington. If misery loves company, Central Illinois is in cold and flu heaven. Influenza, sinus infections, and strep throat have been bearing down in recent days, increasing the numbers of sick people and opportunities for more people to be exposed to germs. Influenza is in town, said Dr. Marlito Favila, a physician at Advocate Medical Group's Health Point Urgent Care Normal. We're testing 4 to 5 positives a day for influenza at Health Point alone, he said. Many more people are suspected to have the flu, Favila said. The increase in flu cases has been among adults and children, said Dr. Lamont Tyler, medical director of OSF Prompt Care locations in Bloomington Normal. The flu strains vary, with some influenza A and B and a few suspected cases of H1N1. Because the strains vary, a few people who got a flu shot are getting influenza because they were exposed to a strain not included in this year's flu vaccine. But the advantage of the flu, on page 10 continued, which is the back page, the flu shot, it can limit the severity of the illness, Tyler and Favila said. For that reason, Tyler continues to recommend a flu shot for people who haven't gotten one this flu season. Although the vaccine will not offer protection immediately, it will help later in flu season, which lasts at least through March. I'm not certain we've hit our peak yet, Favila said of flu cases. Urgent care centers also are treating adults and children with strep throat, sinusitis, bronchitis, viral upper respiratory illness, or gastroenteritis, a few adults with pneumonia, and children with ear infections. Everyone should reduce their risk of getting sick and passing germs to other people by washing hands thoroughly and frequently with warm water and soap, and using alcohol gel when water isn't available, coughing and sneezing into their sleeves, getting exercise, and taking a multivitamin to build up their immune system, cleaning their workplace, keyboards, telephone receivers, and exercise equipment with alcohol wipes, and staying home when they're sick. They list some tips here. If you're sick, if you have a fever or can't focus on work or school because of your symptoms, congestion, sore throat, cough, feeling run down, stay at home. Rest and hydrate with fluids. Treat your symptoms. For fever and body ache, take acetaminophen or ibuprofen. For cough, take medicine that breaks up mucus, such as Mucinex. For nasal congestion, use a saline rinse that moisturizes the nasal cavity. For a sore throat, consider a throat lozenge. If your fever does not respond to over-the-counter medicine, if you experience respiratory difficulty, if your symptoms worsen, or if you have an underlying medical condition, diabetes, asthma, heart disease, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, see your doctor. If you experience sudden onset of fever, muscle aches, headaches, sore throat, and cough, you may have influenza. See your doctor. You may be prescribed medicine that can reduce your duration and severity of your illness. Okay, I'll just go back to the paragraph I thought was most important here and go over this again for you here. The flu strains vary, with some influenza A and B and a few suspected cases of H1N1. Because the strains vary, a few people who got a flu shot are getting influenza because they were exposed to a strain not included in this year's flu vaccine. But the advantage of the flu shot is it can limit the severity of the illness, Tyler and Favila said. For that reason, Tyler continues to recommend a flu shot for people who haven't gotten one this flu season. Although the vaccine will not offer protection immediately, it will help later in flu season, which lasts at least through March. I thought this was an interesting article. I think those of you who understand some of the stuff that I just read, I just thought I'd share this with you.